Hello, and welcome to the Tavern Chat Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog, Discord server, MeWe group, Facebook group, Twittering, Instagram, YouTube, youtube.com/Eric Tenkar for bonus material that you're not going to get on the podcast. And some live recordings that you will get, but if you want to watch them live, that's where to go. So, what am I going to talk about today? Well, as many of you know, I use Anchor to record these podcasts. And actually, Anchor.fm is a good platform. I am not going to say I'm a tech dinosaur. However, I am not somebody who is majorly skilled with computer tech at this point. My knowledge has grown long in the tooth. I used to build my own PCs. Now I have Macs because I don't want to get anywhere close to having to physically maintain my laptop or my desktop. What am I referring to right now? Why am I bringing this up? Well, it was brought out to my attention by Vince Florio that his podcast, The Evil Dungeon Master, my podcast, Tavern Chat, Tim Shorts' podcast, Gothridge Manor, and others, you couldn't add them to your favorites from the app within Anchor because you couldn't find them. Now, before anybody goes, there's a conspiracy against OSR podcasts, I really doubt it. I've got a feeling that it is something as simple as a software glitch. But if you are an Anchor podcaster, try to do a search from the app on your phone or your tablet for your podcast. And if you can't find your podcast, go to customer service using the web tabs. I did it from my laptop. And within about 2 hours, I got a response that it was fixed. And yes, so now if you're listening and you're like, well, I always wanted to favorite Tenkar's Tavern Chat on the Anchor app, but I never could. Well, now you can. So maybe we'll get more voicemail because people can use the Anchor app that for some reason couldn't find it before to add. There was a workaround. It was annoying as hell. But this is it. So search for your own podcast. If you can't find it, message customer service at Anchor. Say it took about 2 hours this afternoon for them to get to it. Be polite. I was. I know. You're like, oh my God, Tenkar was polite? He didn't have this New York attitude? No. All right. So that's on that side of it. Number 2, we had a great turnout last night for Talking Crit. Bad Mike and myself have decided to move Talking Crit on Wednesday nights. And it's not every Wednesday night, but it's most Wednesday nights. Back to the Tavern Chat podcast because let's be honest, this is where the listenership is. And we occasionally bring in guests. Last night we had Lloyd Metcalf, Fail Squad Games, North Texas RPG Con. He runs AppleCon. He's the art director for GaryCon. So we had a great time. It's a long episode. It's about an hour and a half, but it's worth your time. If it's too long for you're used to my normal, 10 minutes, you can listen to it in bits and pieces. That's fine. It came out really well. We recorded it live on YouTube and Facebook and had some really good participation as it was going on. I figure that will only increase as we do it more often. Okay, so that's 2 things covered. We have a mailing list. Okay, you can go to tenkarstavern.com, click on the sign up button for the mailing list. If you want to know what's going on upcoming in the Discord server, if something scheduled, or if we have a scheduled live chat or posts or other stuff, because I'm asking for bloggers, vidcasters, podcasters, content creators, publishers, conventions, people recruiting for games. Email me, 10 Cars Tavern, 10 Cars Tavern, I can't remember, right? 10 Cars Tavern at gmail.com. Send me an email, okay? And just in the email, say mailing list, or, so I'm going to put this out weekly. I'm going to cut off on Saturday in the evening and hopefully get this out late Sunday, early Monday every week. And you'll know what happened in the prior week, highlights from people's blogs, which is always great. And you'll know, oh, look at that. Whatever podcast, they're going to do a live recording on, Tuesday night. Oh, wait, it's Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Tavern Chat Live, the Hangout on 10 Cars Tavern Discord server. So these will be things. The mailing list is not going to get shared, not going to get rented or sold. It's just for the 10 Cars Tavern community and beyond. Okay, people that are other creators that hang out in the Facebook community, hang out on our Discord server. I would love to have your info. I probably miss 90% of what's going on. Don't get a chance to share it on the blog or the podcast. This is the perfect way to get stuff out to your fans. Once a week mailing list. But when you do it, and when you send me your upcoming module, it's like, oh, my module just released on drive-thru. Here's the link. Don't give me 7 paragraphs of what it is. Give me a 2-sentence elevator pitch, because less work for me means the more I can cram into this. Okay, I want to make it pretty much seamless and low stress on my end, so then it's great for everybody. So a little extra effort on your end means a lot less effort on my end. Much appreciated. I was going to talk about bards. Damn, this stuff got away from me. All right, so, but not tomorrow, because tomorrow's going to be Gamers Health. You know what? Sometime over the weekend, I'm going to be talking about AD&D First Edition bards, and not just a bard class, in the Player's Handbook, and not just the bard class that was in issue 56, Best of the Dragon, Volume 3, which I thought was a pretty good alternative. Not just the bard class from TUI, not just the bard class that I wrote for Swords and Wizardry, but just bards in general, what I think about them, what my thoughts are. I happen to have a soft spot in my gaming heart for bards. What can I say? Folks, listen, the listenership is amazing. In the last 3 weeks, we have not just doubled, we've almost tripled our listenership. And that is all because of you. You're getting the word out. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're all having a good time listening. I apologize for the New York accent. I know it offends, certain people who have a certain museum, New York attitude. Hey, I can't apologize for it. It's me. It's Tenka. It's Tenka. So, folks, on that note, we're in the midst of a pandemic. As always, please use your common sense. I can't tell you what actions you need to protect yourself, your friends, your family, your loved ones, your community. But you can seek advice from a medical professional if you don't know what to do. And please, the talking heads on TV, the ones that you see on your favorite MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, whatever, they're talking heads, all right? If they were real doctors, they wouldn't be taking away time at 10:30 in the morning to get the head on TV. They'd be actually dealing with patients, all right? The time they spend getting pretty or getting their hair did for their brief appearance, they're not out there doing the work. So get professional medical advice from somebody that you trust that's in the field. And before I forget, talking about people in the medical field, Laramie from the 10 Cars Tavern Discord server. Congratulations to Laramie. He's going to be pretty much, I guess, the face of Frog God Games when it comes to customer service, dealing with issues and questions in the field. He'll have a big presence on the Frog God Discord server. Congrats to Laramie.
Do it, Laramie.
Do it, Laramie. Yo, man.
Do-we.
And you know what? A big shout out to Jerry, who he's replacing. Jerry busted his ass for years doing that position. Jerry's actually now pretty much taking it to retirement. He'll probably still be active on the boards, and on the Discord servers, but not as active as he was. So, Jerry, thank you for helping the frogs and at points helping me. So I really do appreciate it. Folks, on that note, as always, be safe, be well, God bless, roll those dice, and God willing, Rach and I will talk with you all tomorrow. Later, folks.